Hello to everyone out there in TV land. You know who I am. I am your friendly neighborhood devil of Death Mountain, Krista Joy here, joined by living legend among legends, Excalibur here, and we are bringing you Cursed Boots quarterfinals between the tactician and originator of the Specky clip, Specks, going up against Darth Chu, former Cas Boots champion and very experienced runner. So this should be very, very interesting. I am so excited about this, and the winner of this will take on whoever wins between Gilgamesh and Magno. So, Pix, what are you expecting out of these two runners?
Oh, I'm just hyped up for this. We got two monster players here. Could be duking it out, Specks and Gammachuu. So we should be expecting a good seed here, good race. Let's see if the seed decides to throw any curveballs, try to stump our runners here a little bit.
And we're getting the early map check out of Specks, beating Gamma at his own game, because that's something that Gammachuu is known for. And we have all three crystals here in the light world. You'll love to see it. And $300 from the uncle.
Life savings. Life savings there.
I know. That's like his last will there, That's the inheritance you're supposed to get. But, when you get a lot of money right out the rip, that means Zora might be ready to scam it right from you.
So, as you said, two crystals, Hera Eastern and Desert was a red crystal.
Yes.
Let's see where our pendants are. Let's see if we find like a early ice rod and try to go for like pendant TR or something. And see if we can find any memes here.
You already know if we find an ice rod, real early, pendant TR is a thing. Or you might have the dream of all dreams where, Swamp is a pendant, Mire is a pendant. No, we don't really care about Mire. Yeah, I guess we could. But I think it'd be better for ice. So we could have, ice as a pendant, Swamp is a pendant, TR is a pendant, and then Lackluster, I don't need no hookshot, so we can hover GT.
Or that or Molder and Bounce or whichever.
Yes, because Specks, I believe, can hover, and Gamma has his patented 20-try Moldorm bounce. So, even though we have 10 bombs, he always manages to get that, extra 10 from the Wizrobes after you have taken a Moldorm to the face. Also, nothing really in Hyrule Castle.
I mean, last few races I've commented, I've seen a lot of pendant swamps, but a lot of those ended up being required because you had Diver Down, for example, had progression, so you had to get your hookshot on top of it, so no Moldorm 2 hovers or bounces or anything because you're going to have hookshot.
Yeah. No, we're not that fortunate to, if it was cross keys, but I think they kind of banned that in cross keys, so, we have to take what little bone we can get thrown to us. And so far, looking pretty good for maybe a 504, maybe 503.
Yeah, this is looking like runners. Looking under 510, probably 5.0s.
Yeah, I'm thinking 504, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think 450. So that's probably need some help with like Master Sword or something to give you a little more punch to get through these rooms.
Yeah, that's not happening. Well, you got a shovel. I mean, hey, that gives you something, right? But nothing impressive so far. But it does give you something to check in the grove on your way. So instead of going to... All right, we have Gamma with the key dash and Specks with the key dash. So pretty much mirror images of themselves, maybe a second or two difference. And we have Quake here, 20 bucks.
Map.
And a map, so we have to open up that sink chest.
Alright, so as we're getting to the end of this, again, just quick check in chat, make sure our audios are okay. Any adjustments we might need to make here?
Yeah. So 504. 505. Boom. I was close. Alright, lamp.
Ooh, that's starting to go on AGA. That's part of the AGA access there.
That's part of the AGA starter pack. All we need now is a master sword, and there is our map check on Gamma's side. Which now all is even here. So we have Spec and Bonkrog. Only heart container, nothing impressive yet. So, but we are early enough that we can take care of that shovel check in the grove.
So let's see if Lumberjack is going to be like something required. Glove, hammer, anything big like that. And just bombs. So don't care about that.
I love the fact that Gamma just didn't check Lumberjack. Gamma's like, I ain't got time for that. So Gamma here in the Lost Woods, getting the powder, so eventually... So very, very good decision because, he'll check that later. And he knows he's going against Specks. So we're going to see very aggressive play out of Gamma. So understandable why this decision was made. The first to reach Casa the Blind here.
Yeah, at this stage in the tournament, you're not messing around with whoever your opponent is. You got to make sure
you're not going to be frivolous at all. So we're not fluffing. Glove here.
Ooh,
and Moon Pearl. Yeah, on Lumberjack was just bombs. Nothing impressive. So Glove and a Pearl, if we get a hammer, then we do have Dark World access. So, AGA intensifies, get unintensified. And but we'll find out if we get a Master Sword here or Cape, then oh baby. Oh baby. Things get real interesting, right, Pix?
Okay, Ether, so it's a couple of medallions already.
Yeah, Stackerico so far. Let's see what Bottle Vendor has for us. Piece of Heart, so that should be the 4th heart piece. And we're going into Chicken Hut. Please don't attack my sprite. No! No! Do you know he does that on purpose, Pix? He calls it petting my sprite. So by petting, he just, stabs at them mercilessly, because that is my sprite, which is Rhodes.
I mean, there's no risk of retaliation in the house, because I don't think you can get attacked in house. So you just whack at those cuckoos as much as you want.
I know, he just did it. He knows I'm doing comms, so, he said he was going to do it, and he did it. Roots. We are not doing any roars. This isn't C1R, guys. But let's see what Race Game has to offer. Bombos! Imagine, we haven't even gotten to 10 minutes yet, and all 3 medallions are acquired.
So that's 3 medallions. The tavern, back of the tavern had Samaria. So this is already fairly stacked for endgame, actually. You got a lot of your endgame stuff in there.
Heck yeah. So
Fire
yeah.
fire locking fires potential. You have Ice Palace. If that's crystal, it may have to go in there just for Fire Rod. Haven't seen that in a while.
And instead of saving and quitting to go from Link's house to Dam to South Shore, we're gonna get that shovel check out the way and do the grove right now. So kind of figured that this was gonna be the case. And that's our flippers. Oh,
wow,
baby.
that is a lot of progression.
This might be a jetty for your Betty. And these 2 runners can easily do that.
Just need to give them the bare minimum and they'll do it. They'll easily run the speed.
Both of these runners are spoiler race runners, so they are used to low health percent everything. So with what they have health-wise, they could beat the game. So, you know, they could, if they get everything they need for an early go mode, forget it. You know, they can do Master Sword Silverless on low health. You know, we have Gamma with his Samaria strats.
Oh, we have, boy, wow.
What is this?
This is going to be potentially very quick here. At this point, we're hoping for like Ice Rod hunts at this point just to try to slow down the run a little bit.
But if TR is a pendant, we don't have to worry about Ice Rod.
Not necessarily.
Oh my god. Oh noes. Oh noes. Giving 2 runners of this caliber.
Oh, I guess let's see a hammer. Hammer, rods. Let's see if those start dropping. Oh my gosh,
Master Sword. That's an Aga.
No, but bow. Oh my goodness.
We can do Eastern.
Holy smokes! I mean, they already have Dark World access with mitts.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think how you would even get Aga into play at this point. You're gonna need like Pyramid Fairy with the hammer or something weird like that. But if any,
yeah, you gotta believe in him. You know, you gotta believe in Pod. We gotta AFG it up, Pix. This is something. This is something.
Oh, Agina. All right. Also a big check in Agina for half cost magic. Man, the seed's just throwing everything at us here. And I didn't see what was on the desert ledge. I don't know if Specks even looked at that. But yeah, half cost magic already. So all the safeties are starting to come in. So we got Hobo check here. Specks will be doing their mini Moldor.
We talked about this beforehand. We talked about rushing Hobo. His allergies are acting up.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
See, he listened to his beloved Minty.
Oh my goodness. So Hobo, that's in logic on top of it. So that is full. So Aga's dead. That never had a chance there. So that's full Dark World access.
He stole the hammer from the bread makers there, you know, the Smithies. That's the Smithies' poor little hammer. So, he's rushing. Trust me, if anybody knows Gammachuu, he's not a hobo person. Alright, we have Waterfall Fairy here. Don't have any bottles, so we don't know what kind of goop we have, but we're gonna do that Zora check. We do have $563. So,
I mean, what's next? Zora's gonna actually give something good? I mean, okay, so ledge with some rebate.
Have money. Yeah.
They might actually pick that up just to have some on hand for pod and stuff. So let's see. Specs will be going for their hammer. Nope.
$20.
Oh, minus
life lesson.
Minus 480 rupees.
All right, Specs going to Hobo now. Will get rewarded with a hammer. You love to see it.
I mean, you imagine like just a few more minutes in, and we're already trying to count what's go mode. So let's see what our pendants are going to be for today. Let's whenever we get the map check.
When Gamma does the map check, we're gonna see.
Oh my god! Oh wow, that's
DR and Meyer and Thieves
Meyer.
out. So we're not even caring about an ice rod anymore. TTTR and Meyer. This is gonna be quick. And there's our fire rod right there in Hype Cave.
Hype Cave here already. Okay. And fire rod
this is
hard
fast.
Hard required. Okay, so wait, I think we really have to start going to what do we need for go mode? So we need mirror, we need hookshot, and is that actually it?
Mirror and hookshot, that's all we need.
Oh my god.
Mirror and hookshot. Let's heckin' go!
Can you imagine if Pod actually gives both of those?
Oh yeah, desert access would be either the book or Clue. So either of those. But for the most part, they're in go mode. They're in seek mode. They're in seek mode. I think that's a great way to call it. Now, Pix, if it was you, would you be
Oh my goodness, this is ballsy because Gammachuu decided not to go into Pod, opting for early dip into Ice Palace. Red Crystal Ice Palace, apparently.
Okay, so he's got hookshot. I mean, not hookshot. He's got Samaria, so he can ice break. That's a thing.
Specs going with the more traditional, clear up the easy stuff. Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna laugh if this actually pays out here. But at this point, it's just clear crystal dungeons. They can clear.
Yeah, the red crystal was desert, right?
Desert, yeah.
All right. And here's the ice break right here.
Oh, I think they can almost get all their crystals already. I think it's just swamp they can't do. They need access to desert in some way.
Yeah.
And mountain access, like Hera access. So hookshot or mirror.
Now, Gamma's following, he's got bombos and fire rods, so, ice is a thing. But that $1 is kind of pitiful, so not showing too much in ice yet.
I think it's just been scraps of money so far. It's like 2 items so far.
Yeah, but if hookshot, mirror, or something big is in here, then this is like super 1 million IQ play.
And
I'm looking at this with bated breath here.
This one, the first item was money. Yeah, I believe this is hookshot locked. No, ice is hookshot locked.
Yes, it is hookshot locked, but he had Samaria. They're wise guys. I know what they... No. See, they're trying to give me one of Gamma's logic quizzes because they know that this is my mentor. So they're gonna be asking me lots of questions. I know what chat is up to. Bad chat.
Trying to slip you up in any way.
Oh, they love slipping me up. They love slipping me up, man. They love slipping me up. Ice Big was... Was it in the room with the penguins?
Vanilla.
It was in its vanilla location.
Yeah.
Gamma rushed ice, Gil. Gamma rushed ice.
Okay, so Specks getting Eastern done. I don't think we found anything in Eastern.
No, nothing was found in Eastern.
So I was just there for the crystal. Okay, Saha's closet.
And there was nothing in ice either, because we found all the items in ice, I believe. Also, can we talk about how that coal stair fight was just amazing?
Just for the record, it's Samario Lock, but they only care about that. But man, that's Yammer's first crystal is Ice Palace. That's not often. A lot of times we're going to see like stuff like Thieves Town as your first crystal, Eastern, not Ice Palace. Oh man,
King's Tomb has nada, but that's a bold strategy there, Cotton. You know, going right after, but
actually, now in chat, now maybe that was why Gamma's kind of had to switch gears, because he didn't have pod money. I don't think he had pod money at the time.
Yeah, he was broke.
So he went to take out another crystal instead.
And we have Specks going to the mountain. So this divergence is pretty heckin' amazing. So what do you think the old man has for us? Now, wouldn't it be funny if he had the vanilla Mira picks?
And it's gonna be just more
health. Just some love. You know, you just gotta get some affection and some cuddles. And Specks not even going to take a peeky at what was on the mountain. Because Speck Rock Cave would have been open, but Specks is...
Here we go!
Going to take his first look into the dark world. Yeah, so at this point, stuff like Flute, we might not see that. That may very well just be in GT, depending.
Yeah. We have best NPC, well, second best NPC. Catfish, holding some progression. Where do you see? Because we know on Gamma's side, you know, him and Catfish have a hate relationship. But Specks, well, he do. He do. You know, because if Catfish has something, you know, it's GG. Specks is going to take it.
And I think that tree had a 5 rupee drop, so very convenient for Specks. Give him just enough money there.
My goodness, we're getting the AFG play. All right, everyone praise AFG. We're about to go in pod. Kiki tax is about to be paid. Now I suspect that after this, we're gonna go to pod on Gamma's side.
Yeah, I mean, it is full clearable in logic. You may as well clear it. They're just crystal dungeon rushing at this point. Take out everything they can find. Thieves Town, I mean, at most they're going to dip the first 4 checks.
Front floor,
if we even get to that point.
Now, if something is in the Thieves Town big chest, that would be the most awful placement of an item I've ever seen. Because who is going to really go that deep?
Yeah, I mean, they would have to get only 1 item in the front to even bother thinking about that. Going to the back. But if they get 2 or 3 items, they're not even touching the back.
Yeah, that would be the hardest last location that you will ever see. And here we're gonna get the. Yep. As we suspected, going to pod right now. Because why not?
So far, not much. I think we just saw some bombs. That's about it. Because I'm not going to be surprised if, like, all the dungeons have, like, nothing in them. Like, Mirror and Hookshot may just be sitting in the overworld somewhere. So, like, say, Smith Chain, all that stuff. They do have access to the bat, so they can check that.
You know what we do have? We do have a hammer, and we have a bag of powder. So you know who is available. And will he have everyone's respect today is the question. Also, great extension by Specks. Oh, you love to see it. But Magic Bat is also in effect here. You know, if we're going to talk about best NPCs, you know, that's our Lord and Sovereign Deity, you know, the Magic Bat. So, you know, what if Bat has something, Pix? How would you feel about that?
I mean, perfectly fair. I mean, you're given all the means to do it. So that's probably be a check of the harmless hell whale. Oh, I mean, they're gonna clear the level, so he's probably just gonna. No, he's gonna do that first. Probably gonna death warp.
No, not yet.
I mean, after the big chest, instead of just backtracking through the maze, like go twice through it.
See, so there's our desert access.
Okay, so we don't need flute. Yep, don't need flute.
Ooh. So Pod has the juice. So we have one of 3 items.
So what do we need Hera access, we need swamp access. Like to be able to items
Mirror.
finish. Okay.
There's our bottle, so Sick Kit is a thing.
And this might be one of those seeds we might not even see East Death Mountain. I mean, Death Mountain may just have no purpose in this seed if everything's on the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing to do with it but Hera. You would just do that as your last crystal.
Get the extension there by Gamma.
Let's see, in terms of pedestal, well, I think both, either Mirror or Hookshot, I think can be on pedestal at this point.
Mirror could be. I don't think Hookshot. No.
Because no, Meyer isn't locked by that.
No.
Rock isn't locked by Hookshot.
No.
I mean, as long as you have East Death Mountain access, so if you get a mirror, then that's fair game.
Depends on what item we get, but yeah, mirror could very well be. Ooh, that's just nasty. And that would be an oops all dungeons for our poor runners. Chat, you guys are so mean.
Chat just trying to figure out how to make this seed any. You don't want like a super jet seed here.
They want that DLC content. And you know, you gotta respect chat's hustle. Yeah, we respect the hustle. Also, we're seeing the peak abuse here on Gammachoo's side, just to be able to get to Helmasaur there. Specks duking it out with Helmasaur.
I good fight there. Let's see. Is there an item left? No, we got everything. And what did we really get out of Pod? We got the book, and that's about it, I think.
Yeah, you got literacy.
So that does give... it's only desert, so they don't have access to tablets yet.
Alright, so currently we're tied at 2 crystals with that Pod defeat by Specks. Alright, so we're gonna probably see Village of Outcasts now on Specks' side.
Yeah, my guess it'll be Skullwood first. And then...
Wait, where are we going? Oh, Sick Kid.
Yeah, Sick Kid and maybe Bat. You can pair those two together. Sick Kid, nope.
Nope. No, giving up the B. Oh, how could you? Alright, here it is. Here it is. Specks is gonna do it. Come on. Come on, Bat. Come on, Bat. You know you want to have something. Come on. Get everyone's respect today. You know what? Love. All you need is love. Yes. Pex. The Bat still has my respect today. Alright. Helmasaur is gone on Gamma's side. So we know Bat and Sick Kid don't really have anything. So those checks can be sadly dodged. And now we're going to do... Alright. So as we go up into Skullwoods, we're going to go for those couple of items. Hopefully they're easily ascertainable.
I would think Specks is just going to rush the back first, because you never know if you get both items in the back. Yeah, it's a standard play.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you always rush the boss first and then you come back.
Okay.
You just got to make sure you steal the pot key. You got to steal the pot key. And also getting big key does help.
Yeah.
When you come back later.
Yeah, you got Samaria. That's convenient to do that. So Gammachuu going a different way. Going to be following that book. Desert Ledge, nothing.
There is nothing but divergence for the most part between these two runners, which goes to show you their play styles. Alright, let's see what is in Desert following the logic of literacy. Alright, first chest is going to be Survey Says Vicky. That's something.
See, back of Skullwoods was the map, so there's at least one item in the front. So gotta do a little more work there.
Right, small key on Torch. Alright, so we're gonna check the big chest, and then we'll go to right side. Wow. Now, by taking out Desert, that does open up Pyramid Fairy for Gamma, as he has already taken care of Ice.
Specks getting bullied a little bit by all the enemies stacked in the back of that room. Got caught by the Wall Master on top of it. Good thing with that half-cost magic, that does help out.
Yeah, half magic is something that you love to see when you are in Skullwoods, especially when you have to go Orkin Man on Mothula. But we're going to see some hammer strats.
Good moth fight right there.
Yep.
Nothing in the back, it was just dungeon items. Do a little more work in the front to find our 2 items.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna see. Half Magic was in a Gina, which hurts my soul to even say it. Alright, Landmo versus Gammachuu with the Fire Rod equipped. Excellent. Very clean fight. We gotta go to the right side.
I don't think we've seen any items yet. Oh no, we saw one item.
No, because they were all in the... Yeah, he didn't go to the right side in Desert.
Yeah, I think he got 1 item. It was 10 arrows, I think. So yeah, the right side has the other item. And he's not even doing that.
Committing to the fluff.
Oh no, okay. No, you're gonna go this way. This is probably fine. Instead of going around the whole outer perimeter, just gonna go through the entrance to the right. He probably is determined that's gonna be a little bit faster.
It probably is.
You should be able to route a Gina with this because you're just gonna be on the right exit. So that's not that much more time.
Yeah,
there.
I can't imagine skipping a Gina. And there's the second item, and we're out. We're out. And Gamma will soon be on his way to get that half magic. Meanwhile, we have Specks still diving in Skull Woods.
Yeah, so nothing in Skull Woods. It was a heart piece and a bottle with a fairy in it, so I guess some safeties. Not gonna complain about that.
Well, I guess Specks is gonna check Bumper Ledge just to make sure. No, go to Village.
Yeah, Bumper Ledge is just a really isolated check, especially without mirror.
Yeah, you just take a peek before hitting Village, or at least that's what I was taught to do. But, just to make sure that you have that knowledge. But, understandable why Specks is just dipping, going for the more dense checks. Chess game has nothing, not even a rebate on the money spent. This is sad. This is sad. And we're going to see that front 4 of Thieves Town.
Yeah, let's just see how many items are in the front here. Because if it's like 2 or 3 items, that's an easy skip out. They're definitely not going to the back.
Nope.
Even 1 item, which I think would be the minimum, they're not going to bother. Well, let's see.
So far, nothing. Big Key and Compass.
So they probably don't want to see stuff like Flute, Ice Rod. Nothing that would move into those pendants.
Alright, and we're prepping up for Death Warp.
Yeah, you have to go. Yeah, gotta go in here for sure. So at least that's in the front. So that's not a problem. So that's
So Hookshot.
That's all Death Mountain. That's full Death Mountain scouting right there.
Yes, sir. So it does require the front, at least the front 4 of Thieves Town. So not exactly one of the go mode items, but it's something.
I mean, you do need that for go mode. That's for Swamp.
Oh yeah, that's right. Swamp is the crystal.
Yeah, so that takes out Moldorm Bounds. Yeah, you can't do that anyway since Swamp's a crystal.
Yeah.
So yeah, so now we just need a mirror.
Yeah, mirror. So we're getting the ice play, and that's respectable to do because you got Samaria, you got Hookshot. That'll be a piece of cake. You have half magic. Ice is pretty much easy with those particular items, and you have both Bombos and Fire Rod, so you're set.
Yeah, I should have plenty of magic for a cold stare. Yeah, at this point it's just a crystal rush, and it's just trying to figure out where this mirror is. And yeah, I mean, Thieves Town dipping the front, that's not a big deal. It would have been a little more trolley if it was in the back of Thieves. Because that would be,
I was thinking,
who's gonna dip the back like that?
Yeah, because if it was Steve Sound Big Chest, then that would have been really awful. But so far, this seed has been very generous.
I mean, if we see like a tempered sword along the way, and I'm like, okay, this is just easy mode for our runners here. Tempered sword Silverless is just absolute bread and butter. Oh, that's a clean moth fight, man. Both runners here are just making minced meat out of these bosses here. Oh man.
Yeah, they're good at what they do. I mean, they're one of the both runners are up there in, the runner elite category. And look at that, we get the stair clip there by Specks. I mean, they know what they're doing. They're not afraid to show it. I mean, Specks literally created Specky clip. So
yeah,
that already shows you.
Yeah, that it was just a little bit of talk whether that should have been allowed, but that's kind of in the same regard as like Harapot and stuff. So I think it pretty quickly got accepted in the mainstream. Like you see that just done.
Now
everywhere.
we ask ourselves, hookless swamp is one of the worst things you can have. And now you have Specky clip, always a good feeling. Getting the bombos hit on Cold Stare, our little frozen cotton candy cloud. And we have Gamma doing Bellwoods proper. So pretty soon we'll be dipping in Thieves Town.
Yeah, I mean that combination of a fire rod and half cost magic. And yeah, no, chat's noticing something. Because I thought he used bombos once and then nothing happened. And I was like, hey, what happened? It's like it just got the bombos didn't register, so you had to use it again. I mean, we could confirm with that.
That was just me. Interview. I thought that was just me. I thought I was having, some tech issues on my side that made that happen. All right. Oh, blue pajamas that we will never see Gamma get on Bumper Ledge.
Runners here don't need that.
Listen.
Yes. So yeah,
I'm happy to get me some blue pajamas.
Yeah, a bit of a cold stare bug, little damage canceled there accidentally. So we can confirm that on later if they come in for interviews.
Here we go. I'm getting the Village of cash checks proper. $50, $70 here for Gamma. Now we're gonna go brewery.
Let's see, upper paradox here. Anything? Oh, okay. Blue potion, mushroom. Okay, I mean that's something.
Fetch quest, fetch quest, and here we go. Front floor for Gamma.
So yeah, I'll get him his Hookshot, and I am certain he will be noping out after the Hookshot. So they have enough safeties. They have 3 bottles, blue potion in one of them, lamp. That's more than enough to. That's good because you can do the torch glitch easily. So in case you have to do Master Sword Silverless. Ether tablet is nope, it's a 10 bomb pack.
All right. We're on Gamma's side with that Hookshot, and we're in Hera here. Third bottle. No, fourth bottle, right?
Yeah, no, I think that was our fourth bottle. So we
Yeah.
have a bottle percent knowledge.
And there's our Harapot right there on Specks' side.
All right, so lumberjack check here. So you know he's gonna climb the mountain. And we were just trying to see if this seed throws a hiccup at the runners here, because right now, again, we're just down, just short of a mirror for go mode at this point.
And for some reason, chat wants it to be on pad. Oh my goodness. Meanie bear chat. We do have that mushroom. So that is a thing.
Alright, so seed is generous enough, no hair or basement, because Moldorm dropping red boomerang, so no need to guess about that one. Yeah, we don't even have like a medallion hunt, because we got all 3 medallions really early.
Yeah, before 10 minutes, we had all 3. Oh, look at that third sword just sitting there. Okay, but we have no mirror to get it.
No, that's not a problem. They're gonna get that for sure, because
that'll be on the way to GT.
Yeah, mirrors go mode, so they're just gonna swipe that up along the way.
Oh, here we go. Pendant TR dip potential on Specks. But I think we're probably gonna go to Hookshot Cave before then.
Yeah, Super Bunny, Hookshot Cave. I mean, in terms of dipping Pendant TR, I mean, to be honest, I'm trying to see what they have left to go on, actually. They still have Smith Chain.
Oh, well, there's your mirror. We are in go mode.
Wow, this seed is like super jet seed at this point. Okay, so and the sword's just right there, so he's just going to go pick up that sword right now.
Yep.
It's just right on the way. Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
So this could be a 60-minute seed, easy, or less.
Now I think Specks still has to do desert, right?
Yeah.
But for Gammachuu, that's going to be... no, they have to do a swamp. So they're gonna... So you'll take that mirror, get tempered, and then run swamp. Oh, this is gonna be kind of close here, actually.
This will be quick, because go moding swamp, you know, easy.
So, in terms of pendant, we only had to dip the front of Thieves Town. That's it. I mean, Meyer have no access to. TR, we're never going to touch that. There's no reason to. We're in go mode. This is all execution at this point.
Yep. And we have 2 people that are literally the Bret Harts of execution. So it's a toss-up. It is a toss-up. Because GT routing is also going to come into play as well.
I mean, at this point, you could easily confuse this for a spoiler log seed at this point. Because all these items just kind of just tossed in front of our runners here. And I mean, I don't think... What did we find in dungeons that was required? We found a book, Hookshot. And is that about it? Was
Yeah.
everything else in the overworld?
Yeah, pretty much. Mira was in Hookshot Cave. And Mira and Gamma probably enter Dark Death Mountain via this rock here. No, going through the
Paradox.
Turtle Rock entrance.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna do his paradox checks here.
No, I think he did Paradox.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah, so he's doing Dark Death Mountain now. So
Okay,
that's going to be Super Bunny into Hookshot. And if he does Hookshot before Super Bunny, then we could forget about Super Bunny. It will be out of our existence, our lexicon. We won't mention it. It'll be all done. And we have Swamp here getting eviscerated. Argy is getting eviscerated by Specks. Brutal. This is Argy abuse.
I mean, what's next? Like Argus dropping silvers just for the icing
Oh,
on the cake here?
if that's the case, oh, imagine that. Argy dropping silvers. That would be hilarious.
Alright, so there, and yeah, he knows he's in go mode, so skipping the rest of the checks.
No, we're getting that sword.
Skipping the two chests, and then just going straight for tempered. And then that's just a beeline to swamp at that point. This is gonna be close here, honestly. You're gonna see who has. Yeah, that the Spiral Cave detour, yeah, that does cost a little time here. And in this case, like, even a few seconds is going to be, make the difference here.
Yeah. Imagine losing a race because you did. This is gonna come down to GT. This is 100% gonna come down to GT.
Yeah, I mean, I would not even if it because of Spiral Cave. I wouldn't even fault that because you're gonna do that check. That's close enough to do. I wouldn't put the fault on that for dropping a race here. This is just really just execution from the beginning, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we could take any guess where silvers might be. That could be like anywhere at this point. There's so many checks we haven't done yet that it could be in a pendant Meyer, pendant TR, GT pedestal. I mean, anyway. Ooh, that's gonna cost some time.
Ooh, that's a time loss there. Right, so missing that Specky clip, did knock off a couple of seconds, and this is a very clean Lamo fight. So we have Specks gonna be the first one going into GT, which means, you know what time it is. It's time for us to play everybody's favorite game show, folks. Where is the GT Bitkeep? Da 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 da. So, if you have an idea on where the GT Bitkeep is hiding, go ahead and give us a number in chat. If you say number 22, then I know that you roll with me in Tile Room. And if you have a specific room, just go ahead and list that room And Pegs, what room are you hoping for?
Just looking through the chat here and seeing what's not been picked yet, because all these numbers coming in.
Roll with tile room, so you know it's by default 22 for some unknown reason.
Yeah, I just put 15, just a random number. So this is gonna be definitely sub.
Here we go.
Definitely sub 110, probably like 10. Gosh, this is like 10. Definitely under one, probably under 105, depending where they find the big key. If they find the big key fast, it's gonna be like 101.
If big key is on Torch, forget it. Forget
Torch or
it.
Hope Room. That's gonna be like 101 at that point.
Then we're looking at, you know, easy peasy. All right, Specks is in, and we're going Hope left and Hope right first. All right, let's see what it's got for you. Oh my!
Oh my God! Wow!
That's the dream right there. So
this seed is like ultra, like jet at this point. That is crazy. Oh my goodness! This is gonna be like 101, 102 at the most at this point. So that is check number 1. Oh man.
Gam is a Hope right starter himself, so it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good for the Chew. That Spiral Cave, wow. Spiral Cave is going to be the end of the Chew. Imagine that.
You know, I think maybe only partly. I think Spiral Cave was how much did that cost? Maybe.
Yeah, that's
30,
a good 50 seconds. Easy, yeah. That's 50 seconds to a minute, easy.
Yeah, I think Specks might have also rounded just a little bit better, because I feel that this lead is a little more than that. But it's still very close here. This is like... This is all just muscle memory now, just climbing up GT.
And Specks has been pretty dang good with this execution. Woo! Also Specks. Wow. Been solid picks.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing much of like mistakes here. This is just solid routing here.
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely nothing to say here. When you've seen, and that's why I said, you know, this is Titan. I mean, and we know Specks is not gonna fluff validation, Chess. So we can't even give up the time for the Mayman. Let's go. Geometry time featuring Spat. And gets a triple.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure if that was a triple. May have been a cancel. Let's see. At least a double there.
Looked like it.
But I'm not sure if that got iframed. Yeah, that got iframed.
Yeah.
And maybe even a couple of those hits got iframed. Oh, that's a nice setup there.
That was, yeah, I mean, like, everything is coming up great for Specks right now. So, Specks is going to be the first one in, and we have Temper Sword, so, and we have Gamma Fluffing Validation Chest. You know what? You got to respect that. That makes Gamma a winner to me, you know, the fluff for Burna in Validation Chest.
Yeah, imagine had that been silvers, that would have made this very interesting, because that would get probably 30 seconds back, 40 seconds.
Yeah, but he's too far behind.
Yeah, this is at least, yeah, you're gonna need like a blunder at this point, but we're not gonna.
It would take Specks falling off, literally.
Or going
Specks
down.
Is not that type, yeah.
Yeah, he'd have to go down here, but I don't see that happening.
No.
Oh, gotta be a little careful there.
I think Specks has a fairy.
Okay, I know he used the blue potion up. If he still has the fairy, then that's fine. It's gonna take a little bit of time in that phase 2 there. That's giving a little bit of time back here. Oh no!
He has a fairy.
Oh, he doesn't.
He doesn't have
my
a fairy.
Gosh!
No,
that's not what we want to see.
I thought he had a fairy. Wait a second.
I think he might have used it up in Thieves for a Death Warp. Oh my gosh!
Oh no! This is not the way to go.
Oh my gosh, that is. I don't even know what to say at that point. Gosh, that just happens. Holy smokes.
Oh, dear. Torch glitch acquired by Ganon by Gamma. I am speechless. Because all this time I thought he had a fairy.
Yeah, I think that was used in Thieves Town, or I guess it was to open up the Death Warp. Oh man.
I think Gamma still has this potion. I think. Don't quote me on it.
I mean, he'd have to touch Ganon to go down, because the bats don't do. They only do 2 hearts. So, oh, there we go. Okay, so Ganon going down on Gammachoo's side. So, get your GGs in chat for Gammachuu, who's going to take game 1 of this series. The Jet Seed here. So he's finishing with a time of 102.58. GGs.
GGs to Gamma. I am speechless. And Specks finishing right behind. Oh, GGs to Specks. This was a crazy finish. But we did expect to see a tight race between these two. And I know there's got to be something being said to each other.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This is what we want to see. This is just nail biters at this point. It just could flip either way at a moment.
And see, and Specks did put up a PB even with that death picks. And speaking of which, we are joined by our 2 runners. I know that you guys wanted a much longer seed, but that was a true jet seed, guys. GG's.
GG's to both of you for this. That was crazy. I mean, I felt this was like a spoiler log type seed because everything was just given to you.
Yeah, this one was a very scary one. First off, GG's to you, Specks.
I knew it was going to be close. Yeah, I was just like, there's a few things that, like skips or different routing things, but like, you do it, both of us see what that put, like, at any moment someone could be doing, dot done. Like, it was going to be a
I was waiting for that during the Ganon fight. I felt, when I get go mode, I'm like thinking of all the stupid things I did. Like, I went to pod without money. I'm feeling pretty crappy about that. I felt, other than that, I assume you did all crystal before touching Thieves?
No. I did not. I went to Skull Woods Vu area before I had done Desert and Ice.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
So I went to Ice. I had the Hookshot. I was just Mirror Go mode. So I skipped Ice Tea. I also skipped Eastern Palace Big Key Chest, and then I went up Mountain. I skipped Spiral, and I opened up TR. So then I never did Super Bunny. I got Mirror. I figured I was in the advantage. I think I had, and then I didn't do like Dig Game or Stumpy ever. But
I did.
Yeah, but then dying again, and I was playing super nervous, and I botched it completely.
Yeah, it really sucks. What phase were you when you died? Because
I botched phase 1 with the spin on the pitchfork.
Yeah.
Trident. And then I died. I think I got through phase 2, and then I died at the start of phase 3 through a fire bat.
Yeah.
I walked into Ganon while dodging. I took a Ganon hug. That's what it was. I died in phase 3, and it was super slow, so I probably lost.
Yeah, no, a lot of
minute and a half
there. Yeah. Yeah,
I had gotten luckier than you on the route.
Yeah, I felt yeah. Did you do it? Because I made the Eastern Big Key chest skip. I felt like I had too much open.
Exactly, it was too much open, and versus each other, like you can't spend that time in that scenario. I think you did too.
Yeah, I did Ice as my first dungeon in the Dark World though. I did do Ice Tea. I did all my crystals before touching Village. I didn't do a Dig Game or Stumpy. As soon as I did Village and into Thieves, I got my hook, saved, and quit. I should have skipped Spiral though. That one felt really garbage because I dropped down the Spiral, then I reclimbed to Turtle Rock to open the portal, kind of expecting, to make the play in there. And then when it was Hookshot Cave, I'm like, oh no, this is not good at all. I'm just feeling crappy at that point.
I decided to skip.
Realize that was that Spiral was going to be the bane of your existence, Gamma, because it was. That's what gave Specks a decisive lead. Specks skipped bumper ledge check, so there were a lot of aggressive plays by Specks, and he had about picks about a minute.
It was about a minute, because I was looking around after Landwell 2, it was about a minute difference.
Yeah, I was leaning towards me being probably about that much ahead, given the fact that I figured Gamma was a little less willing to skip. I figured he went Ice early, spent time on Ice Tea, and then I figured he did Spiral. I also got grabbed back.
Yeah, that sucks.
But then I just played I was playing really nervous at the end, and I didn't have a cape or anything to recover Ganon. So I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I was nervous, and part of if I want to win quarterfinals, I gotta get past the mental issue, the mental hurdles I have. So it's is what it is.
Yeah, and I feel like those skips that you made, the minor skips, Eastern Big Key Chest, I did the same. I should have done Spiral Cape because that's just such a time-costly investment, especially if you're already planning to go into TR at that point. I assume you were going to also do that if it was in a DDM.
Yep, after Hookshot Cave, I was going to Super Bunny, and then I was going to go into TR because I'm like, well, we just have to do it now. Because I figured Gamma's going to dip it too. Like, we're on a similar route. It's only like a check or two that are going to be different between us.
Yeah. Did you do Dam and Nagina early? Because I'm like, oh, I hope he does, because that's at this point, in this kind of jet seed, I can
I
take
did.
any of the time saved. I could take from you.
I always do it.
Yeah.
Specs, you're talking about similar routing. You guys existed in the path of divergence from pretty much after your standard start in Casboots. Like you guys went opposite because Senor Chu decided to dip something while being broke at you, so his first crystal was ice. He dipped ice first. So it was divergence right out the rip. And we were like, that's
that makes sense.
Bold strategy. Yeah, we were like, that's a bold strategy. But, both of you are spoiler kings, so you can do low health anything. So we expected you to be able to complete this. When we saw how early most of the items were, and the fact that you were literally just Desert Access, Mira, and Hookshot for Go mode, we were like, well, this is going to be probably 60 minutes to no more than 65 minutes at the most. So we were expecting you guys to complete it easy on low health, and you got more health than we both anticipated, because I was thinking that you guys were going to probably complete it with 5 hearts. 5 to 6 hearts,
Yeah, you had like 7 early, but it was like around 15 minutes or so. I think you were just starting into the dark world. At 15 minutes, or I think we were already thinking, what's go mode? A lot of times, it's like an hour in, we're starting to think, hey, what are they missing for go mode? Here already, like 15 minutes, it was like mirror and hookshot for go mode, and both of those were just given. I think the dungeons really didn't have much outside of the book and the hookshot in the front of Thieves. That's it. I think everything else was in the overworld.
Yeah. Which front of Thieves is essentially Overworld in Rando. So.
Specs, why did you decide to do Village before Desert or Ice?
So so I had done Eastern, and then I had done Hype Cave into Pod, and then after that, I was like, oh well, I need to go to Skull Woods. I guess I'll go and do some View stuff. And then as I was running over to Skull Woods into View, I'm like, oh wait, I could do Ice. Well, I'm like, well, I committed to this. That's too bad. I literally just forgot. Like I had put it in my head earlier that I could do Ice. It was a really good Ice because I had half magic from Aginas too. Yeah. So super easy for me. But I just forgot. And I was running up Skull Woods, and then I'm like, well, I hope Mira's not there, because that's gonna be the only thing that makes my route in Vu worse.
Yeah.
But then I got Hookshot, and I'm like, oh, I'm only Mira Go mode. This feels better because I can skip Ice-T.
You just at that point with an untouched mountain, I would be willing to make even these extra skips. Ice-T, I probably would have skipped the front of Skull because I did the back and left the 2 items in front, and I backtracked. But in that situation, I probably just play more aggressive. Like, nope, I'm just gonna go to the mountain.
Yeah, Skull Woods felt bad because I'm like, well, if by chance Gamma happens to do Vu before Skull Woods, which I figured you wouldn't, but I'm like, Skull Woods was so slow, and I assume you did back to front as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the last 2 checks for the items.
Yeah, I probably would have also been inclined to skip Right Side Desert. There was one item, just again, one item here, Go mode, you probably just bank on the mountain, which would be a totally acceptable play there.
I went to Desert and Go mode. It was my last crystal.
That's disgusting.
I did Swamp into Desert and Go mode.
Oh my gosh. I felt so good when I got the bug. I'm like, okay, the mirror is just going to be the mirror or Hookshot. I had Village, that was going to be last thing. I'm glad I skipped the South, though. But I felt like an idiot as I'm going from Hype K to Pod. I knew I needed money. I needed to throw rupees going into Hype K. I'm like, I'm just going to get it here. And then I get the Fire Rod. And then I'm thinking, oh, I just need, Desert Axes and Swamp Axes for Go mode as I'm dashing to Pod without realizing my money issue. And then I'm like, oh, that's so dumb. I just saved the coin and go straight to Ice. But yeah, the Eastern Big Key skip was just to make up time for that, derp going to Pod.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe I would have cleared, but I it's enticing to just skip it. So much open still, so.
Yeah, I had gotten plenty of money from Saha and Eastern, so I was able to make up my funds again before I went to Pod. And then I just got 5 rupees from the tree. And I had enough.
That's a given, right? That tree always has a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't mind bonking a couple times.
I didn't even know that, so.
Yeah, so, I figured, I'm like, this is the kind of seed I want to get versus Gamma. because if I'm playing well, I think I can mostly keep up with Gamma execution. But if I'm botching a little bit, which I'm more likely to than Gamma, then Gamma's gonna have execution advantage on me, and so a Jet Seed, that's more ideal for me versus Gamma. So I think I was ahead going. I think I was ahead going because I probably figured Gamma routed, and you routed it similar to how I expected you did. But then I was just playing too nervous, died to Ganon.
It's
is what
that's
it is.
the unfortunate part. But you play this very smart. You're approaching this very, very good. So now I don't know. I feel like I have to change up my playstyle against you now. Maybe, I don't know, but
the next seed's going to be like not a Jet Seed. It's going to be like gotta play really thorough or your screw type of seed. It'll be completely different.
AD structure. So with Specks, I think with Cold Stare, I think the first bombos didn't work. I guess it has to do some sort of timing with the crystal falls maybe, and how you time the bombs. I don't know. I've seen it happen before. But yeah, my first bombos didn't move the phase 1 of Cold Stare, so I had to do it again. I lost some time there, but And then I had the issue back in School Woods, and then I completely botched phase 2 Argus. That was slow, and I died again. So, the 22 second loss here, execution wise, is deserved on my end. So, although the Gold Stare 1 feels a little undeserved, but that wasn't 22 seconds of time loss, so.
Yeah. Well, I hope the next seed that we get is not Jet. Because it's now, when someone's starting Specks back then, I feel pretty confident with execution. Now I can't say that anymore about you. Your execution in general is just pretty damn good, above average, top tier, I would say. So
I'll take above average.
At that.
Thanks.
Yeah, so now I can't. I also have to be smart about skips. I can't just play full clear against someone like you. So it is good to see you make it this far. I see this as a nice little rematch from our Crosskies last year.
Yeah, from Crosskies or Kabuki or SGL. The two where I did win.
Mm-hmm.
I
kind of deleted that from my memory. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
You delete the losses. Listen, I'm gonna delete. I'm just gonna pretend that you look sucked, and I didn't die again in this one, and then in game 2, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if it goes to game 3. So I'm very much looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, as you know, unfortunately, we won't be playing until at least Thursday or Friday. I'm going to be out of town for a little bit for work. But as soon as I get back, figure when we're going to play Gamma.
Yeah. We're pretty far ahead of schedule, so there's no rush in scheduling right away. So probably next weekend, I would say.
Let me say this on the air. Happy belated birthday, Specks. So that way, it's on the record.
Oh, thank you, Krista.
Acknowledge your birthday. Unfortunately, you got outluck sacked today, but that doesn't mean that you cannot come back and stomp on the chew, because that's everybody's aspiration. We want to just go ahead and stomp the chew, and one day even I will do that. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, but we'll get Darth Chew, and I believe in you, Specks. Because your gameplay was absolute fire today, and
it was good until Ganon.
You'll see when you go to look at the video on demand, you'll see the actual surprise. Because I thought you had a fairy going into Ganon, so I'm like, it's under control. He has a fairy, and then it didn't happen. No fairy. I was heartbroken. My heart broke for you.
I got rid of it in Thieves Town so I could death warp.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So
I was like, you probably don't have the fairy. Yeah.
All that happened is I ended up, for the trident spin, I accidentally put my sword upwards instead of to the left, which makes it a little tougher to space for the double spin on the trident. Because I was playing Norvis, so I made that mistake. And then it's harder. Then I missed space and mistimed the trident spin. So then I botched phase 1, and then I'm like, wait, I don't have any kind of invincibility item. In hindsight, I probably should have done Samaria Ganon. I could have done that as a backup. I didn't think about it at the time. That would have been a good backup.
Oh,
That's what I
speaking of
did.
Samaria Ganon, you know who didn't do Samaria Ganon?
I did phase 3, phase 2.
That was too late. You were supposed to do it phase 1. Disappointed. Mentor fail.
Nah. Specs, how did you run GT?
Oh, I did Hope Room immediately.
Oh, you did Hope Room too. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and versus you, I'm not gonna waste time in DM room because I'm like, this is close. I'm like, I'm not gonna go to Compass room in this close of a race and potentially throw the whole thing. Like, so I was gonna do Hope left.
He actually did Hope first for the GT big key right out the rip. So it was check number 1 for him. And then Hope left gave the small key, mirrored out, and just started doing the climb. So GT went real quick for Specks.
I assume you did too, Gamma?
Yeah, our collection rate is the same. I fluffed the Moldrum 2 chest just in case for silvers. So,
you did that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
and then
120, you're 119. Yeah,
and
I did
you
spiral.
know what was in validation check, Specks?
No.
It made me the happiest person as a burner believer.
That would have helped me. That would have helped me. I wish I fluffed that. I wouldn't have died.
I did skip Spectacle Rock. I forgot about that. I had Spectacle Rock Cave. I did not do that.
I never checked that either.
Oh my god.
It was too dead to see. Like, it felt like you couldn't waste time going up there.
No, I agree.
Like,
I agree.
You Hera, all of East Mountain TR, like the whole game's open.
Yeah, no, your playstyle is like spot on. So that's I'm very much looking forward to game 2.
Yeah, regardless of results, like, you know, I'm at least happy that like I played well up until Ganon, and so I can feel good about that. And you know, I know my nerves was something I'm still working on. It's something I've had issues with. I've done a lot of races to nerves, so still working on that. Takes progress. Yeah. So feel good about the rest of it. And again, it's always fun just to get to play you, even if you crush me. It's fun to get a racer friend. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
there's always a nice back and forth between us.
I believe in you, even if you have the nerves. I believe in you.
Oh, thanks, Krista. I'll try to keep them under control next time. So
nerves or no nerves, Specks is the best. You know, that's the way. Even though Gamma's my mentor.
Thank you, Krista. I'm gonna get going here. But I just want to shout out to you, Krista, and Pick Gallagher for doing comms. And thank you, Specs, for incredibly easy scheduling. And hoping for next week. And so. And
the comms were very clean-handed. So you'd be proud.
Of course.
No, they really were. Nothing questionable. And you know me as the questionable medal holder. But they were clean comms. And I was honored to do comms with Pix, because Pix is always amazing. Always amazing. But GG's, and if someone could be kind enough in chat to put up a big old fat !R, please give both Specks and Gammachuu a big fat follow, because they are 2 excellent runners. If you're looking for tactical advice and routing advice, Specks is one of the best people to consult on that matter. You know, always willing to dispense advice and give kind ear services. And if you're looking for some mentor advice, Gammachuu is also not only very entertaining, but, you know, a person who gives great logic quizzes that will definitely pick your brain, unless your brain has already been picked out like mine. And if you give Pix Caliber a big fat follow, it'd be greatly appreciated. You know, Pix is absolutely amazing, both on and off the screen. So support Pix and have a great time while doing it. Also, there's someone who's behind the scenes that, you know, brought this to life, and that is Phoenix. Phoenix, I always tell you this, you are a near and dear good friend of mine, and I thank you for putting this together on the restreaming side for SpeedGaming. Pix, I know you get the last word, so on behalf of everyone, I say goodnight. Pix, take it away with the last words.
Yeah, so it's basically everything you said, but big thanks to Krista Joy 730 for the co-commentary. It's always entertaining to do commentary with her on these races here. And we had a super close race between 2 like absolutely fabulous runners here. So we should expect game 2 to be running very similar to this. Should be back and forth, and we'll see who comes out on top of that one. But I expect another great game when game 2 comes up. Let's see on schedule. We got tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, another very good game here at quarterfinals between Gilgamesh versus Magno on main SpeedGaming. So if you're able to tune into that race, that should be another great race here as we're getting into the deeper rounds of this tournament. But again, as thanks to Christojoy 730, the SpeedGaming team, admins, mods, just making these restreams happen. So I am Pixcalibur, and we'll see you guys in the next race.